to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time to take a look at my small Criterion pickup for the November 2022 sale they had going. Now, with me being in Denmark, I can't really go into a Barnes& and Noble, and they don't even ship to Denmark. So, thankfully, Amazon does price match, and I was able to pick up a couple of titles. And when I say couple, I mean a couple of titles. uh, there was just too many titles or too many pickups for me in November for me to be able to pick up too many Criterions with the price, import taxes, and shipping. Yeah, there was just, well, technically there was one title I wanted, and the second one was just a bonus. So I'm not really a Criterion fan. I don't collect everything Criterion. I'll pick a title up now and again if they have something I want, and now and again they do, because Criterion, well, let's be real, it's the film snob label. And I don't really fit into that category too much. Now and again I do, I guess, but they just have way too many titles I would never look at a second time or even a first time. So I'm just thankful that they do put out the title now and again that I want. And this is the third year that I buy something from the November sale. So let's see, 2020 it was Bruce Lee, the complete collection. 2021 it was Once Upon a Time in China, the collection. And now 2022 it's The Infernal Affairs. Great trilogy. Well, Infernal Affairs, the first one, absolute a great movie, and that's a must-have in my collection for sure. The second, well, the first one is the main movie of the trilogy, and then the second one is a prequel, and the third one is a little bit of both. It start off after the first one, and then you have flashbacks in between the story of the first movie. And for those of you that don't know, take Martin Scorsese's Departed, and you have The Infernal Affairs. Departed is a remake of this trilogy, just not as long. So you have that story with, you have a guy undercover with the cops, a bad guy undercover with the cops, and a good guy undercover with the bad guys, the triads. And it's a cat and mouse kind of game, and, well, especially the first one is well worth the watch. So if you're into Hong Kong cinema and you've never seen Infernal Affairs, I'd say give this one a go. It was well worth the money. This was, again, it's a 50% off, and this is a one. I do believe it was $50, and then 100 the normal price, and with import taxes and shipping, well, it kind of got up there a little bit again, but I didn't pay $100 for it. So thankfully I was able to get it somewhat cheap. And let's see, oh, maybe get it out the correct size. I'm not really a fan of these digibooks, digipacks releases, because they do get worn over time, and these cases are not that easy to replace. But yeah, you do get all three movies on separate discs and a booklet. Let's see, it's more Andy Lau for the collection. see, Andy Lau and Tony Leung. And Anthony Wong is in here too. See if there's a picture of him. Eric Sang. It's just a great cast. But Andy Lau and Tony Leung is just damn. No pictures of Anthony Wong at all. Or even Sang for that matter. But yeah, Infernal Affairs number 1159 in the collection. A collection, like I said, I'll never complete one way or the another. Next up, the last pickup for this update, this is a 4K title that they did put out on standard Blu-ray before. I did have the standard edition in my basket several times over the last year or so since it came out, and I just never could pull the trigger. I don't know if you can see that box set up there. That's 4K. So I wanted the collection in 4K. So I picked up Night of the Living Dead 4K. And speaking of digipacks, I have seen people say that people that pick up this 4K edition miss out on the packaging. The Blu-ray edition of this was a digipack release, and this one, as you can see, is a, well, not MRA, Scanvo. I want to say this case is called a Scanvo case. I don't remember for sure, but yeah, I personally I would rather have this case than the digipack case. Granted, this is not a standard MRA case and not as easily found to buy on its own as an MRA case. But this case is just a tad bit easier to replace should something happen than a digipack edition. So yeah, my little spiel on the casing. But yeah, Night of Living Dead, George A. Romero. Classic zombie flick that I never really been able to make up my mind on. Yes, it's a classic. Well, I don't know if it started the zombie craze, but it definitely helped putting it in the right direction. It's just you can clearly see that it's early zombies. They didn't really know the full route that zombies would go. So there's some zombies in here where it almost looks like it's, well, the graveyard zombie in the beginning almost looks like he's sleepwalking at first. It's just a regular guy sleepwalking. I kind of miss being able to tell that it's zombies. But then again, it's what, 68? 69? Early, before the 70s at least. So I can kinda pass that. Well, technically, this is my favorite zombie movie of all time, and even the makeup effects in that one isn't all that great. But yeah, I have Night of the Living Dead now, and I have Dawn, and now we have Dawn of the Dead remake pre-ordered for January. Where's Day of the Dead on 4K? Why did Scream Factory jump over that one? I want the original trilogy. So, but yeah, this is number 909. Huh? Oh, not a brand new release. So I didn't even realize that they put the 4Ks in with the regular numbers and didn't start over. So, of course, with most Criterions, they do a poster and a whole bunch of text on the backside. And well, like I said, I'm not a diehard Criterion fan, but I do love that you don't hear about Criterions going out of print. Maybe the DVDs. I don't know if they still print those, and you never see anybody missing out on the poster or some special features or anything. I can still pick up some of the very first Criterion titles and get the booklet, stuff like that. So that's a major plus with Criterion. So you have 4K disc and the movie on Blu-ray and special features, I'm assuming. I watched the 4K disc yesterday and didn't really bother checking out the Blu-rays. So I'm not completely sure what's on those yet, but I do expect it to be the movie and special features. And inside artwork, very nice. So yeah, just a little bit of a Criterion pickup video. My November video of pickups is gonna be scattered a little bit, so I decided just to make a couple of smaller videos. So yeah, that's why you have this little Criterion pickup video. Tomorrow a unboxing, hopefully, and Sunday most most of my November pickup videos. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, thanks for watching. Peace out.